Several months ago, you probably saw, as I did, that Ringling Brothers made an unbelievable announcement with all kinds of animal rights and different community pressures. They announced that in 2 years' time, they are going to eliminate the use of elephants in their shows. They acknowledged those animals are among the hallmarks of their family-oriented programs. But pressure, and an understandable amount of pressure, made them make the announcement. Just a few weeks ago, it was announced that they moved up the date for accomplishing this from 2 years to next year. Again, it seems that they are trying to respond to not only the needs of people, but to be much more attentive to part of God's creation, the animal world. And people were shocked somewhat. Many said the circus will never last without the elephants. It certainly will be a different type of circus, but they have said that it will remain the greatest show on earth. Watch and see. In today's gospel, we see a group of people not surprised because of a circus, but surprised about one of their own, Jesus. In fact, not only surprised, but they get a bit angry. They ask him, "You're doing all these things in other towns, why not in ours?" But he tries to teach them, as our Lord always did, that God's ways are not always our ways. In fact, his example is extremely poignant. He talks about the prophets, Elijah and Elisha, who went outside their boundaries in the good things that they did, who reminded people in their day that God's ways are not always our ways. And using this example, and probably more, we see the people actually get very angry, so much so that they drive him out of the town. They actually intended to kill him, but we are told that he passes through their midst. It might be good for us to think that sometimes the surprises in our lives seem unbelievable. They might cause us some grief. Sometimes we may get angry. But the ways of God do go beyond all of what we experience and who we are. We heard earlier today that when we're children, we act like children. As adults, hopefully we act as adults. We set aside the childish ways. The ways of religion and the ways of our God are definitely adult in nature. And our response sometimes is childish, hence our need for God's mercy. But may we be reminded, as we are in today's gospel, that Jesus goes to great lengths, gets off the beaten path many times, and approaches those who seem the least in the kingdom to allow God's grace to work. And that, my friends, happens in my life and also in yours. God bless you.